We got this guy.
He is cool.
Speaking of new Goliaths.
I love, he's got Robo Nose,
Yeah.
which probably means he's got syphilis.
Oh, you're right.
You know?
Yeah, checks out.
Space syphilis.
Spiffless.
Spifilous. Yeah.
I like his cloak of chains.
I'm in two minds about the Cloak of Change. I think it's a really cool design, but it kind of turns into a blob.
Yeah, that's I think why it's got those large panels in it to stop it being too much of a mess.
It's a bit like I just worry that like when it's on the table, it just is just gonna turn off. Like it's not gonna be as defined as just a Cloak of Chains.
No, I know what you mean.
But otherwise, I think he's really cool. I really like him.
He's great. Goliaths have so much more character now than they used to.
Yeah, they're way more fun. Cool boy.
Oh, and some terrible haircuts for Cawdor.
Oh, Cawdor, you just be done dirty with those haircuts.
I mean, it kind of works, doesn't it? Because they're meant to be like religious idiots.
Yeah.
Head. Oof. That's why he's got an eye patch now.
Yeah, because hot wax in the eye, just 1,000 times. He wasn't as smart as this guy who had goggles on with his candles.
He learned his lesson. That's why he's the leader.
But they're all pretty cool. Pretty good.
Chat says it's his chain cloak of sneaking.
Ooh, very stealthy.
Old rattle cloak, they call him.
Wow.
Boarding actions. So it turns out, in the new boarding action rules, walls count as walls.
What?
You got to go round walls, Tom.
Okay.
And doors count as doors.
Okay, wow, that's crazy.
No, you can't go through that wall. You still can't. You can't do it here, and you can't do it here.
What?
And you can't shoot through your own boys.
Ruh-roh. Sucks if you've got a horde.
Yeah. And you still can't go through that wall, Tom.
Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm glad you really spelled it out for me.
Walls are walls.
Okay.
Right? It's an important thing. But Imperial Guard can lie down and let their friends shoot over them.
Oh, that's nice. That's friendly.
No one else has worked out that advanced stratagem.
Oh. What about like Tau?
No.
Yeah, but Tau have some models that are kneeling.
They do. I don't know. Can you model for advantage and have all you guys prone? I hope not.
Well, you need to have them like layered, right?
Yeah, some prone, some kneeling, some standing up, some on boxes.
Yeah. But if people ever attack you from behind, you're fucked.
Oh, you are totally fucked.
Just
yeah,
absolutely
the
busted.
Mexican wave formation breaks down.
Yeah, it all just falls apart.
So yeah, I don't know. When they first announced boarding actions as like a mini 40k game mode, it got my little hopes up that they might like make it a fun little engagement. But actually, having read this article, I'm a lot less excited because it feels like it's just going to be things like Blade Guard or Custodians or Terminators are just going to, and everything else is going to just die.
Maybe missions are fun. I don't know. I'm still open to it.
We'll see. Hopefully good. Oh, I finished the book before this.
Yeah. Was it the best?
Had like a couple of really good bits in it, but you know, it's 8 books to describe one battle, so you can guess, quite a lot of filler.
Yeah.
In that book. But we're nearly there. We're nearly at the end. We're nearly going to find out what happens to the Never Dies, Tom.
Oh.
Just 2 more.
Is it going to turn out they don't die?
Well, I think that'll be it. They probably are going to die, aren't they? Because they're not in any of the other fucking books. They're like the only people who can die at this point.
Oh.
Because everyone else...
No, they get sent back through time. And they lose their minds to make it happen all over
like
again.
Poetry, it rhymes. Yeah, okay, you nailed it. That's the worst possible answer, and that's what they'll do. We got Azreal is back, and I feel like I should care more than I do.
There's a Space Marine going like this with a weapon.
Yeah, I've not seen that 1,000 times before. He's so boring. I've got a Dark Angel Primaris army, and I'm not going to buy him.
Wow.
He's that boring. I'm really disappointed. It's just the least inspired. It's the fucking same.
I like that you can have the little friend holding the scabbard.
Oh yeah, that's great touch. You can have him with the helmet or the scabbard. But because of Tortuga Bay, I already own like 8 of these little critters with all sorts of different shit. Like you like that? What about get all the watches you can eat? So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've got enough watches in the dark. I don't need any more.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just a bit disappointed. I was hoping, because not very often they release a model that fits one of my arms.
Yeah.
And then now that they have, I'm just like, well, he doesn't really even look any different. Because I've got this guy, Lazarus. Oh, yeah, of course. That's a name in other things too.
What?
This guy.
He's cool. He's a cooler guy.
He's basically the same guy, though, right? Like, I don't need
Sword
both of these in my army. You know, sword up or sword down.
Yeah. What do you want?
Arks of Omen. So this is the new season of tournament play. And just take whatever the fuck you want.
You want to take a thing? Take anything.
Anything for no command points. Cool.
I do like that. You're not as fucked over if you want to take a Lord of War now.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is way less restrictive. But it seems to me at this point, just don't even bother. Just say take whatever you want, because this is so open and free that you can just take anything. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like there's no point in even having this, because you're never going to fill it up. I love this bit. There's separate slots for elite characters.
Oh, which is great.
The amount of times I'm like, I'd like to fit in an apothecary, but I don't want to drop one of my cool units to fit in an apothecary, or a Kelamorph or something like that. That's quite fun. Extra slots for those.
Yeah.
There's one other weird thing though, right? Is they're making allies easier, but you can ally Imperium with Votan, but not Imperium with Imperium. So you can have Imperial Guard with Votan or Space Marines with Votan, but not Imperial Guard and Space Marines. Votans are better friends with Space Marines than the Imperial Guard are.
Just makes sense.
Just makes sense.
Just makes sense. Okay.
Sure. Of course.
Weird.
Very weird. Don't entirely get that. But dwarfs new, so sell dwarfs, I guess.
Sure.
This is a strange rule. If you have a guy in your army who's a 0-1, you can only have one Tau commander because they're broken as fuck. You spend a command point, have yourself a second one.
Nice.
How about we just make them cost the right amount of points and then let people take as many as they want?
Yeah.
I really hate 0-1 restrictions, and letting you spend command points to ignore it is not a solution. Just make them as good as they are.
Well, yeah, because it kind of, I don't know, did it even make sense with the previous set? Because all I know from the orc side, people were taking, you could only have one war boss per
detachment,
and some people were taking 2, maybe even 3 detachments
just to get more war bosses.
Get more war bosses, and then
people were doing that with Genestealer Patriarchs as well at one point, back in 8th edition.
Really?
Taking 3 tiny patrols, so they could have 3 Patriarchs. Ooh. Patriarchs were strong back then.
Ooh.
But it just feels like such an easy problem to solve. You just give them a special rule that doesn't stack and costs quite a lot of points and is quite good. And then there's diminishing returns after you buy the first one. Second one, not as good as the first one because they're going to overlap on that rule that you paid for. And then if you want to make a cool themed army where you have the 7 samurai tail commanders, you can, but it's not broken as fuck because they don't buff each other, and you know it works better if they're with other troops.
Yeah.
I don't get why you can't just. It just bothers me.